All that all sounds good. Good to hear. We're not live anywhere, are we?
No.
All right, good.
Name and title just for the record.
Okay. My name is Bill Rickey. I'm a shuttle carrier aircraft pilot. Flew in today to Biggs in El Paso.
Tell us about the journey so far. Spell out your last name just for the record.
R-I-E-K-E.
Talk about the journey so far. What's it been like?
It's been really special. It's been a lot of outpouring of all the cities we fly over, all the schools we fly over. People have just been wonderful. It's made their day, it's made their week, their month, their year to come out and see this shuttle go. The outpouring has just been incredible. I've been impressed to see all these people come out. We're here to show, not only transport the airplane out to California Science Center in California, but also celebrate the NASA accomplishments that we've done at NASA with all the people, with the space shuttle, with aviation, with everything.
This is a big part of history. Talk a little bit about how important this moment is for space exploration and NASA in general.
Well, that's pretty large for me to do that. Right now, I'm concerned about getting the aircraft and shuttle out to California safely, make sure we deliver it on time, to avoid the weather, and then get the 747 back to Edwards as safely as we can.
Talk about the honor of getting to do that.
Oh, it is an honor. I got to say, I am very thankful to be in this position, the right place at the right time to do this. It is certainly an honor to be able to represent NASA, to be able to represent this airplane and this professional people throughout NASA to be able to do this. I'm very, very proud.
I'll try. What's been the most fun part about this so far?
But the most part, honestly, is to talk to the kids. The kids are very impressionable. They love the fact that they can talk to a pilot, so you can impress upon them to study hard in school, to pay attention to teachers, to do the right thing, and it will lead you to where you want to go, even at NASA, and they maybe become one of our next astronauts, pilots, professionals working for NASA. It's wonderful.
What's the funniest question a kid have asked you?
Funniest question? They wonder where the key is to start the airplane. So they come up, look for the keyhole, and I say, there's no one, there's just, it's funny.
How many cities have you visited so far?
I'm sorry?
How many cities or stops you have made with this?
How many cities? So far? We took off from Cape Canaveral, Florida. We landed in Houston. We took off from Houston, directly came to here in El Paso. From El Paso, we'll go to Edwards tonight. And from Edwards, we'll take off tomorrow morning and fly around California before we bring it into the California Science Center and land at Los Angeles Airport.
Tomorrow afternoon in California?
Tomorrow around 11 o'clock local time in California. And it may be up to 12 o'clock depending on if the weather cooperates with the fog.
Tell us about the plane itself that you're flying. It's modified to carry the shuttle, obviously, but tell us about the plane itself.
The 747 is an airplane we got back from American Airlines. It is the original airplane that we used to test the ALTs to make sure that we can actually operate with the shuttle in space. So there was part of the original testing with the Enterprise once it went up to New York. It's a 1970s aircraft we got from American Airlines. You know, a fair amount of hours on it, but it's a very solid airplane. NASA takes very good care of it. We've got our professional maintainers on it. It's doing very well.
What's going to happen to that plane after this?
It's been indeterminate yet. It's once we're done, we're going to take it back to Edwards Air Force Base, and we'll see what happens from there. But right now, there's no future missions on it right now.
It's not the same pilot an airplane like this, like in a commercial, right? What's the main difference like?
The main difference is, we're carrying something on its back, but also the training. We go through training every 6 months and simulates flying with this end of simulators. We simulate flying, losing an engine with this, which is unusual, and landing with the orbiter on board there. So it's pretty rigorous training, but it's necessary to make sure that we operate this airplane correctly.
At what speed do you fly?
We don't fly any faster than 250 knots because we've got this big other airplane on board there. So that's something that's a limitation that's different from a normal 747.
Can we get your name and title just again for the record?
My name is Henry Taylor, flight engineer of the shuttle carrier aircraft.
To be fair, spell out both names again, just for the.
HENRYTAYLOR.
Tell us a little about this mission. What's it been like?
Well, it's been really exciting because it's the last one, but it's also kind of sad because it's the end of the program and the last time we'll ever get to do this. And the last time the American public will get to see this amazing combination of vehicles and see us flying.
There's a lot of history behind it. How long have you been involved with the program?
I've been with NASA since 1979, and I've been flying on this airplane since 1988.
So kind of bittersweet day for you, I'm guessing.
Yes, it is. Tomorrow we're going to take it to Los Angeles, and then they'll offload it, and then this airplane will go back to Edwards, and that'll be the last time it flies. So that's kind of it's really a sad time to know it's going to be the end.
What memories do you take home with you after this is all said and done with?
Well, the memories that I take home is very special to see the folks that come out and see it and appreciate the program and know that the Space Shuttle program served the nation for 30 years very well.
And for you, being a part of this, what has that meant to you?
Well, it's just kind of the cap of my career. It's been 30-something years of NASA service to the agency and to the country, and it's just special to be part of this final mission.
Let's talk about any of the challenges on the mission. I know weather was a factor at one point. Anything else that might have been a factor?
Now, the main thing is the weather and just the performance of taking off and getting to each place. As the temperature is warmer, it makes it harder to get to fly from point to point.
Do you think that helped build up anticipation for all the stops? I mean, lots of people out here all over the place. It's all over the internet, everything like that. Do you think that kind of helped build the anticipation?
I'm sure the anticipation built as the weather delayed us a couple of days so that people could be more aware of what was going to happen, and it's just good to be able to take the vehicle on its last hurrah and let people see it. And I'm glad we got to stop here at Biggs. For 30 years, I flew shuttle training aircraft here up at White Sands, so I spent a lot of days in El Paso.
Sure.
Henry,
yes.
Are you optimistic about the future of space exploration and NASA's role in it?
Well, I am. It's just going to be different, considerably different than it was in the past.
Sir,
Yes.
being that this is the end of an era for the shuttle program, I saw that on 747 you have the Challenger and the Columbia. How is this significant in the sense of the crews and pretty much gave their all for this mission? How does this bear on you personally?
Well, Challenger is the only space shuttle orbiter that I didn't get to fly with on a 747. All the others I've flown with. It's kind of an honor to the fallen folks and to the vehicles that didn't make it. I was on the very first flight when we carried Endeavour on its first flight from Palmdale, so that was it's kind of appropriate that I'd do its first flight and its last flight.
Did you ever meet some of the astronauts through the shuttle?
Oh yes, I've on the shuttle training aircraft. I flew and helped train every pilot who's ever flown a space shuttle.
Any memories from that?
Oh yes, I did a lot of training, a lot of time away from home, a lot of support of the mission, and it was important to do that training so that folks could go into space and come back and land the vehicle safely. And
Any stories that stick out in your mind?
just a lot of pride and a lot of hard work.
We're planning on taking off 03. We're going to take off towards okay. All right. Take care in a second. Okay. Sure. All right. Okay. We'll crank in, just kick him out. Okay.
I don't want to block you. Fall on the back door as we take off.